As one of the most soulful voices on today's blues scene in India, or really anywhere else, he's been nominated an astounding 10 times for Blues Music Awards, including Soul Blues Male Artist of the Year and Soul Blues Album of the Year.
And get this, he's an IU School of Music graduate, and when he's not caressing our ears with that velvet, smooth voice, he's playing harmonica. Please welcome to our stage, Tad Robinson.
Yes.
Woo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Appreciate it so much. And Kevin Anker is with me on the piano.
And Kev, well, you
man.
know, I'm ecstatic you are a proud IU grad. So do you remember your time there? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because I, too, went to IU.
Bloomington is a great town, and I really enjoyed my time there. I spent as much time in the nightclubs there during those years learning roots music than I did actually in the university. But yeah, good times.
Yeah.
So you went there as well.
I certainly
Nice,
did.
nice.
Fond memories.
Yep.
You know what?
Yep.
And honestly, that's what the blues is all about, right?
Yeah.
It's all about fond memories. I was just sitting over
And
here
good
looking.
people.
And
Good
good
people,
people.
that's right.
I'm sitting over here looking at your album cover. Man, it sounds like you have a bunch of good people. I know that there was a magazine that called your lyrics for the soul. How do you respond to that? What are you all about?
Well, most of the stuff we do as a band, we're here as a duo today, of course, but with the band, we write our own tunes, and we're following in the tradition of blues and soul, but we try to make it our own and make it personal to us.
That's good.
I love that. Now tell us about this creative renewal that you received.
Oh, yeah, well, the Arts Council of Indianapolis gives out 30 a year, their creative renewal grants.
Yeah.
And I received one, and it enabled me, in addition to my record label helping, to make this record. We took a trip to Memphis, and the grant allowed me to spend time there recording with some of the legends of Memphis soul music.
Oh, yes.
Kevin Anker was along with me on keyboards, and we worked with basically Al Green and Ann Peebles' band that played on so many of the 70s soul tracks like Let's Stay Together, Love and Happiness, I Can't Stand the Rain, things like that people might remember. So we got a chance through the Creative Renewal Grant, and also from Severin Records, which has been my home, my label for the last 5 records. Severin is out of Annapolis, Maryland, and David Earl is the guy that runs that label, and he took me in, about 15 years ago. And so, yeah, that was a long, strange trip to make the new record, Real Street, which was made in Memphis. Yeah.
You know, before we get to your singing, I have to ask, who was the first person to introduce you to blues? Because blues is such a personal thing.
Well, like I was telling you off camera before, you know, I grew up back in the 60s, and in those years, just about all of pop music, you know, all of the musicians that were playing, from Motown artists to Stax to the British Invasion, they were all kind of touched by the blues tradition and the soul tradition here in the U.S. And so that's what influenced me as a young person, and I kind of always approach music in the way I heard those artists do it, like Ray Charles, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, people like that.
I'm just hearing that he has a lot of swag.
That's
since
right, and we
a
got to
really young
hear
age.
from you. Tad, what are you going to play for us now?
We're going to do one of the songs off of Real Street. It's a tune that Kevin and I wrote with a friend called Ken Sadak, and the tune is called Changes.
Changes. All right, take it away.
When the friends you have trusted have left you down and on your own, and your faith has been tested in things you've always known, when all you hold precious have been left out in the cold, only love can bring about the changes. Well, when it comes down on you and it gets too much, when the harder you push, when your first thought in the morning is how to rise above. Only love can bring about the changes. Said only love can bring about the changes. Whoa, change comes when you say so. Change comes when you say no. Change comes, but it don't come cheap. Change is the river that runs so deep. When the world keeps on turning, but you're just standing still. When nothing is delivered, but you still get the bill. When the lure of seduction is stronger than the will, only love can bring about the changes. Said only love can bring about the changes. Only love can bring about the changes, yeah.
Yeah! I was ready to be your backup dancer. I was
Thank you very
ready.
much.
So